Welcome to Idea Sessions. In this video, we will cover 10 ways to deal with the fear response. The fear response is the body's natural reaction to perceived danger, often called the fight or flight response. This physiological reaction is triggered by the amygdala in the brain and prepares the body to deal with threats. Symptoms may include increased heart rate, rapid breathing, muscle tension, sweating, and heightened alertness. While helpful in genuine danger, the fear response can become overwhelming or misfired in situations that are not truly threatening, such as in phobias, anxiety, or trauma-related conditions. Understand your fear. Understanding your fear is a crucial step in managing the fear response effectively. Fear, especially in anxiety-related situations, is a natural and protective reaction. However, when it becomes excessive or irrational, it can hinder your ability to function. By understanding the root cause of your fear, you can begin to break the cycle of anxiety. Start by identifying the specific fears that trigger your anxiety. Ask yourself what you're really afraid of. Often, our fears are based on perceived threats rather than real dangers. Understanding that fear is a normal biological response helps reduce its power. You can also explore how your body reacts to fear. The physical symptoms, such as a racing heart or shortness of breath, are often signs that your body is preparing for a fight or flight response. Recognizing these reactions allows you to use calming techniques, like deep breathing or grounding exercises, to manage your fear in the moment. Practice deep breathing. Deep breathing is one of the most effective ways to manage the fear response and reduce anxiety. When fear triggers the body's fight or flight response, physical symptoms like rapid breathing and a racing heart can heighten anxiety. Deep breathing helps counteract these reactions, calming the nervous system and restoring a sense of control. To practice deep breathing, find a quiet space where you can relax. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position and close your eyes. Breathe in slowly through your nose, counting to 4. Hold your breath for a moment, then exhale slowly through your mouth, counting to 4 again. Repeat this process for several minutes, focusing on your breath and letting go of any tension. Deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm the body and mind. With regular practice, it can help you manage fear and anxiety more effectively, reducing their impact in stressful situations. Ground yourself in the present. When fear strikes, it's easy to become overwhelmed by worst-case scenarios or past experiences, which can intensify anxiety. Grounding yourself in the present moment can help break this cycle, reducing the power of fear and allowing you to regain control. One effective grounding technique is the 5-4-3-2-1 method. This involves focusing on your senses to bring your attention to the present. Identify 5 things you can see. Identify 4 things you can touch. Identify 3 things you can hear. Identify 2 things you can smell. Identify 1 thing you can taste. By focusing on these sensations, you shift your attention away from fear-based thoughts and reorient yourself to the reality of your surroundings. Other grounding techniques include deep breathing or mindfulness meditation, which helps center your awareness in the present moment. Regular practice can make it easier to manage the fear response and reduce anxiety over time. Challenge fearful thoughts. When fear arises, our minds often generate irrational or exaggerated thoughts, leading to heightened anxiety. By actively questioning these thoughts, you can weaken their grip and regain control over your emotions. Start by identifying the fearful thoughts that trigger your anxiety. Ask yourself, is there evidence to support this fear? What is the worst-case scenario, and how likely is it to happen? Often, our fears are based on assumptions or past experiences that don't reflect the present reality. Next, reframe these thoughts by considering more balanced, rational alternatives. For example, instead of thinking, "This situation will be disastrous," try thinking, I can handle this, and the worst outcome is unlikely. Regularly practicing this technique helps you develop a more realistic perspective, reducing the intensity of your fear response and promoting a calmer, more grounded mindset in the face of anxiety. Practice progressive muscle relaxation. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR, is an effective technique for managing the fear response. When fear strikes, the body tenses up, triggering physical discomfort and heightened anxiety. PMR helps counteract this by systematically relaxing muscle groups, reducing tension, and promoting a sense of calm. To practice PMR, find a quiet, comfortable space to sit or lie down. Begin by taking slow, deep breaths to center yourself. Then, starting from your feet and working your way up to your head, tense each muscle group for about 5 seconds, focusing on the sensation of tightness. Next, release the tension quickly, noticing the contrast between tension and relaxation. As you move through each muscle group, focus on the relaxation that follows the release. Regular practice of PMR can help break the cycle of fear and tension, making it easier to manage the physical symptoms of anxiety and return to a state of calm when fear arises. Engage in physical activity. When fear triggers the body's fight or flight reaction, it causes physical symptoms like increased heart rate and muscle tension. Exercise helps release pent-up energy and stress, effectively counteracting these responses. Activities like walking, jogging, dancing, or yoga can help calm the nervous system by releasing endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters. Regular physical activity also improves overall mental health by reducing stress hormones like cortisol. When you feel overwhelmed by fear, physical activity can provide an immediate distraction, redirecting your focus and grounding you in the present moment. Even a short walk or a few minutes of stretching can make a noticeable difference in how you feel. Incorporating regular exercise into your routine not only helps manage the fear response, but also builds resilience, making it easier to cope with anxiety over time. Expose yourself gradually to fear triggers. Gradual exposure to fear triggers is an effective way to reduce the intensity of your fear response over time. Avoiding fearful situations can reinforce anxiety, making it harder to face them in the future. By gradually and systematically exposing yourself to what you fear, you can build confidence and desensitize your fear response. Start by identifying your specific fears and ranking them from least to most distressing. Begin with a situation that evokes mild anxiety and allow yourself to experience the discomfort without avoiding it. Over time, your anxiety will decrease as you become more accustomed to the trigger. For example, if you fear public speaking, you might start by speaking in front of a mirror, then progress to speaking in front of a small group. Gradual exposure helps rewire your brain to recognize that the feared situation is not as dangerous as it initially seemed, ultimately reducing the fear response. Use visualization or imagery. It involves mentally rehearsing or imagining a situation in a calm, controlled way to reduce anxiety and prepare for fear-inducing events. By visualizing yourself handling a stressful situation with confidence, you can weaken the grip of fear and build resilience. To practice, find a quiet space and close your eyes. Picture yourself facing the feared situation, such as public speaking or flying, and imagine yourself handling it calmly and successfully. Focus on the positive emotions and the sense of accomplishment. Engage all your senses to make the experience feel as real as possible. Imagine the sounds, sights, and physical sensations. Regular visualization helps reframe your fear, allowing your brain to associate the situation with positive outcomes rather than anxiety. Over time, this practice can reduce the intensity of your fear response and improve your ability to cope with challenging situations. Seek support. When fear feels overwhelming, reaching out to others for help can provide reassurance and reduce the sense of isolation. Whether it's friends, family, or a mental health professional, talking about your fears can offer valuable perspectives and emotional support. Support from trusted individuals allows you to express your feelings in a safe, non-judgmental space. They can provide comfort, remind you of past successes in managing anxiety, or offer practical advice for coping with fear. In addition to personal support, group therapy or support groups can be beneficial. Connecting with others who share similar experiences can normalize your feelings and provide a sense of community. Seeking professional support, such as therapy or counseling, can also help you develop effective coping strategies and work through the underlying causes of your fear. With regular support, you can build resilience and gain greater control over your fear response. Consider professional help for chronic fear. Persistent fear, particularly when it interferes with daily life, may be a sign of an anxiety disorder that requires professional intervention. Therapy can help you understand the underlying causes of your fear and develop strategies to manage it effectively. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is commonly used to treat chronic fear. It helps identify negative thought patterns and replace them with healthier, more realistic ones. Exposure therapy, another technique, gradually exposes you to feared situations to reduce anxiety over time. In some cases, medication prescribed by a healthcare provider may also be helpful to manage the physical and emotional symptoms of chronic fear. Taking the step to seek professional help can provide the tools and support needed to regain control, reduce fear, and improve overall well-being. We hope this video helps you, and check out our other video related to mental health.